What is good, internet? It is Spirit of Paradox here and welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be covering Ultimate Black Panther issue number 1. So if you guys are fans of the Ultimate Universe, this is the channel you want to be on. I cover the old and the new Ultimate Universe and explain everything about them. So if you guys do enjoy that, make sure you drop a like and subscribe, and let's start the video. We begin in West Africa, and there seems to be these diggers in a mining area. We see them working, but then they get executed and shot one by one. And then we find out it's these guards rocking this circular symbol on their faces. But there are two men who are in charge. One man in a black suit and one in a white. In our name, claim this land, as we see their soldiers move against the people in this facility. As the forces of Ra and Khonshu take over the village, we see that there are soldiers of Wakanda watching the situation unfold. No, brother, we cannot act. We will bring the truth to our king. Truth? Tell the village the value of truth, as we see Ra and Khonshu's men gather up all of the people in the village with guns, setting fire to the village as well. Come, brother, we have seen enough. Yet we have done nothing. We see a boy crying about the destruction of his village. Their time will come, brother. We have seen the anger of Ra and Khonshu. Soon, they will know the justice of Wakanda. In the next page, we are greeted to the new Ultimate T'Challa, also Black Panther and King of Wakanda. And here he seems to be waking up from a bad dream. Nightmare, my king, my king. No pleasantries here. We are equals, Okoye. Not in tradition, not in the eyes of the people. You are king. I am your wife, and I serve your throne. Okoye, Queen to T'Challa, former general of the Dora Milaje and its high mentor. Traditions. Yes, as we see T'Challa walking outside of his room. We see a beautiful view of the Wakandan city, and T'Challa says, traditions must change, stating there is going to be a lot of change in this Black Panther. A diabolical genius known as the Maker used time travel to create his Earth by systematically preventing anyone from becoming a superhero, by establishing a secret council of supervillains that rules this world from the shadows. But recently the Maker was locked away in the place called the City, and now the Council's Maker works to further and exercise their influence on the world, including Ra and Khonshu, who oversee the continent of Africa. But just as the city's doors closed, the doors of Wakanda, the impenetrable kingdom concealed from the rest of the world, have begun to open. In the next page, we see that T'Challa is landing and gone to a place called the Citadel of Knowledge, and in this place he is going to meet his father. My son, it's early. Are you still plagued with dreams? This is T'Chaka, the father to T'Challa and the former king of Wakanda. They are only dreams, father. They are brutal dreams of a king. Perhaps the gods speak to you. Perhaps you are plagued because you will not listen. Perhaps the gods should make their wishes more clear. Does the king seek my advice? I am in the shadow of your wisdom, father. The throne changes nothing. Speak with the Divine Mother of the Voodoo Khan. She wants your counsel. She wants my servitude to her signs and portents. I do not trust them or their ways. As well you shouldn't, but you need to realize their power. Their power lies in superstition, in fear. Wakanda should be free of the Voodoo Khan. Perhaps hide your intentions. They sense your doubts. Share your dreams. Show them you will listen. Keep them close while you decide their fate. One should only know they are an enemy to the king after they have been destroyed. In the next page, we go to the temple of the Voodoo Khan. You dream of pain, King T'Challa. Suffering. And what does that teach you? I learn from books, not dreams. You underestimate dreams, King T'Challa. This is Matron Imala, the sacred mother of the Voodoo Khan. And the Voodoo Khan underestimates me. I am not my father, Matron Imala. Since the birth of Wakanda, the Voodoo Khan has served this kingdom and all of its kings. Our connection to the gods is yours. Allow me to prove that by offering you counsel, my king. In meditation, we sensed a violent becoming. Enemies in our midst, enemies outside of the walls. Trust no one, my king. Your dreams warn you the gods are on your side, but gods can be fickle. I won't be paralyzed by paranoia, Matron. I will not rule in fear of my own people. Do not choose fear, choose awareness. We will be your eyes as well. Then the Voodoo Khan has my gratitude. In the next page we go to the royal palace and court of Wakanda. These men, they slaughtered them all? And you swear to this? We swear. My king, it was difficult to not come to their aid. And then we see Shuri, sister to T'Challa and woman at arms. We can marshal a small group of warriors, Dora Milaje among them, seek out these marauders and I take information from spies. But not strategy. You are dismissed. Thank you. My king, my king. Faxel and Anon would die for you. They would not lie, brother. I don't think they're lying, Shuri. But our armies remain still. People are dying, T'Challa, and you want to do nothing? I do not say we would do nothing, Shuri. I said we would rather not enter a war. Father would act. Shuri, Father is not king. And I did not say we wouldn't act. We need information. Renaissance. We need to know what they want and why. And once we know that, then we can consider war. And in that time, more people will suffer, brother. This is not this is wise. Careful steps, certainly. We are unknown to the outside world. That is surprise, and an advantage we can only have once. I understand, my king and queen. So T'Challa and Shuri's relationship might be different in the new Ultimate Universe. It seems they might not get along like they normally would in the main Marvel Universe. Thank you. Don't thank me. You were right. If you weren't, then I would have spoken differently. Shuri wants a war. No, the Dora Milaje want a war. They want Shuri's genius to help them wage it. The only people who fear peace are soldiers. For peace, they have no purpose. Shuri loves you, as I do. But I do not envy you, my king. Today, your crown is heavy. In the next page, we go to Shuri, and one of the Dora Milaje is speaking to her. How does it feel to see your mind laid before you, Princess Shuri? As we see Wakandan soldiers and the military preparing. It feels like all of it could do more. Beyond Wakanda, you mean? You want the outside world to know us? This is Abani, captain of arms of the Dora Milaje. I want the enemies of the innocent to fear us. If they trespass here, they shall. I sense your conflict. Use it to fuel your mind. Build us something beautiful. Next we go to West Africa, and we see a boy playing football on the beach. But we see someone step on the ball and squish it, and then we find out it's the soldiers of Ra and Khonshu come to take the land by force. The boy is shocked and confused, but we see the soldiers aim their weapons at the child. In our master's names, fire, as we see the boy is panicking and starts to cry. But then, blood splatters all over the boy's face, and it seems that somebody has saved him. Hide! More are coming, as we see this warrior with an axe cut down the soldiers. But then we see a purple glow appear. A flying aircraft points its beam at this warrior, but this warrior keeps his cool and says, "My love, bless them." Then a giant crackle of lightning comes down from the clouds and completely obliterates the flying aircraft and causing it to explode into bits. But then we see more of Ra and Khonshu soldiers appear, but this warrior throws this blade at them. The throwing blade becomes electrified and then cuts all of Ra and Khonshu soldiers down to pieces. And then this warrior says, "People of this village, your gods and your hidden kingdoms will not protect you, but Killmonger and the Wind Rider will." So hold on a minute. So Killmonger's a good guy and could potentially be in a relationship with Storm and works to save the people? Oh my gosh, this actually might be my favorite book of the year. Next, we go back to Wakanda for the annual celebration of life, and T'Challa is giving a speech. Today is the celebration of life. Today we rejoice in the love we have for one another. This is our kingdom, built from the efforts of each and every one of you. This is my honor to serve as your king. You are my strength. You are my family. You are my faith. You are my legacy. But then we see something bad happen. Two followers, of one of Khonshu and the other of Ra, both have bombs strapped to their chest, shouting, "For Khonshu, for Ra," and then we see T'Chaka and T'Challa figure out what's about to happen. T'Challa's father pushes him off the base as he shouts no, and then we see an explosion go off as T'Challa falls, shouting, while T'Challa is falling, he activates the Black Panther suit that resides within his hand, like nanotech, and then we see him start to make his fall and land on his feet, fully decked out in the new Ultimate Black Panther suit. And I've actually got to say, this is probably the best Black Panther suit in the comics. I'm going to be real, I don't like Black Panther's suit for the most part in the books because it's just all black and nothing to it for the most part. But this, in my opinion, is really nice. Dan Yoon, can we get a Marvel Legend of this, please? I actually don't own a Black Panther figure. But also, T'Challa's body made the fall down as well, and we see it on the ground, burning. My king! As all of the soldiers look shocked, T'Challa says, "Call the queen, call my sister and the Voodoo Khan. Our enemy calls themselves Moon Knight. Wakanda is at war." And that is where Ultimate Black Panther issue number 1 ends. So that was Ultimate Black Panther issue number 1. I liked it. It wasn't the best first issue I've ever read in my life, but when it comes down to establishing the character and establishing the world of Black Panther, this really did the job. It's a world building issue. So when it comes down to world building and setting up characters and the mythos of Black Panther, I am definitely intrigued here, and I do recommend you guys buy this issue. So yes, folks, I highly recommend buying this book, and I can't wait to see more. Thank you very much for watching. If you guys did, make sure you drop a like, and if you're new, subscribe. We cover lots of stuff regarding the Ultimate Universe and more. See you in the next one. Take care.